Hello everyone, SVTDI here, and we're continuing off with Dark Souls 2. We are at the Norman's Dwarf. Yeah, that's what it's called, Norman's Dwarf. I keep saying Dead Man's Dwarf, it's Norman's Dwarf. Anyways, a really creepy area. Really creepy area, and there's all these barrels here, which you can see. And the archers that's firing fire arrows. Now, if you got hit with I guess, a flask full of oil and you've been hit by this fire arrow, you will actually be set on fire, or you will actually you will explode. Actually, yeah, more precise, you will explode rather than wow, wow, that's flipping. Um, yeah, you will actually be set on fire rather than actually you will explode. Yeah, I'll just say you will explode. Yeah, of course you don't want to do that because you want to live. Like, who wants to explode? No one. Come on, guys, don't be such hard on myself. Come on, thank you. Now there's no way I can do this in one run. To go through everything and then do the boss fight. I mean, maybe I could. Maybe I could. I don't have any life gems. No, I actually didn't have that much life gems. I only have 16, so I don't think that's enough. You see, you see those urns that they're throwing at me. That's an oil urn, and you cannot get that in the game. No? Only the Valargians can use it, and those are those Viking guys. And when they hit you, you kind of get oil. You will see like dark. You will see oil on your clothes, and that means you have to go into water to clean yourself up, to remove the oil. Because if you're hit by an arrow, you are fucked. You are generally fucked because you will actually explode. Now, as I explained, they are being hit and now have oil stains on my clothes. Now that I have explained how this works, I can stop talking about the oil, which is kind of, thank God I stopped talking about that. So, No Man's Wharf. Apparently, by lore, this place, King Ventric, which is the king of Dren Lake, or was the king, or still is the king, but he's fallen. He's followed. He sent undead here to transport them to the Lost Bastille. This is where Valargians, I'm butchering their name so hard. Yeah, the Valargians, or the Vikings, yeah, just call them the Vikings. The Vikings were pirates, and then Mandrake defeated them and used them as transporters to, or guards, or whatever you're gonna call it, to Lost Bastille. Lost Bastille was like the modern undead asylum in the first game where you escape. And I cannot seem to hit this guy. Come on. Ah, fucking hell. Fuck it. So yeah. And he will send them here because, well, like when Vandrick Fred feared the undead. He didn't want the undead and he feared them. So he will send them here and they will transport them to Lost Bastille. Now, I can't seem to remember, do I have a what's called Pharaoh's Lockstone, which is pretty useful in this game. Actually, it's a neat mechanic, a new mechanic that they added to the game, which I really like. It's really interesting, and I really liked it. Now you're probably wondering, I haven't been looking for secret walls or anything like that. That's because I don't remember much of them. I remember some of them that which are needed. You kind of need them, and some of them I don't remember because they're not they're not interesting. Now, of course, we won't be going there. But first of all, let's build these archers that are going to be a pain in the ass. Let me get down there. Now, they'll fire arrows because that's kind of the theme of this place. They all fire. It's all oil and fire, and that giant ship which you've seen in when we entered the No Man's Dwarf. It's kind of interesting. It's a really interesting ship because to get to Lost Bastille, you have to go with the Pursuer, if after you kill Pursuer, or you have to go through No Man's Dwarf and through Flexile Centuries. Both of them are not hard but very interesting places, because you basically given an option to skip an area, which I don't think it's a smart design. It's interesting. It's really interesting. You're actually given the choice how you're gonna go to the next area, but it's not very smart because you're missing one part of the area. You don't have to kill per sword. That's what I'm talking about. You don't have to kill per sword. You just have to go for No Man's Dwarf and you're done. You never have to touch per sword again. Now I think I do have a Paris Last Stone. I do have it. Now this is very important to get the Ring of Light Protection. Yeah, it lights up this area, which is pretty cool. So now here we have the Valerians who sleep, and I always backstab this guy. I don't want to backstab him, but I always backstab him, and it's so annoying because you see they're all sleeping here. But okay. I made a mistake. Okay, I get it. Please stop hitting me. Oh no, no, I'm worried. Oh shit. Pop life gem. Anyways, they're using scimitars. If you want to farm scimitars, if you want to use a scimitar, this is where you're gonna get a scimitar. And their armor is really cool. It's like the Skyrim helm, which is like I said, it's really cool. And I believe there's a chest here. Yeah, it is. I don't remember what it actually has in it. That's what I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. Oh, it's the bandit set. So if you want to play a bandit, but you didn't pick a bandit in the beginning, here you get the set. Now, I probably noticing my broadsword is losing on durability a lot. That's also a problem with the PC version rather than the console version is because of the 60 frames per second, you lose durability much faster than on the console. Like you can test, everybody tested, it's true. You will lose this durability faster on PC rather than on console. So we got prepared powder, which is really needed because I think I can manage to all in one run. Now this here, if you die anywhere, this is a really important shortcut. And there is a sign for Lucatiel that will help us with the Pixel Centuries. And I recommend, I recommend summoning her. The boss fight is somewhat easy, but I recommend summoning her because it's more fun. You know, if you want to do her request, I recommend summoning her because uh, how quests work in this game are basically like this. You have to summon someone 3 times out of 4 times, and you have to beat the boss 3 times out of 4 bosses that they can be summoned in. That's how it works. So we have to beat her. We have to beat Plaza Sentries with her. We have to beat Smelter Demon, and we have to build. We have to beat the Last Sinner. Yeah, those are the bosses we have to beat. And also there is one of my favorite NPCs, Gavlan. And most people actually no, let me rephrase that. All people who play Dark Souls 2 love Gavlan because Gavlan is just such a cool character. I love him. He's also very interesting from gameplay perspective because he can sell items. You can sell items to him. He's a merchant. He's a Germ merchant, and Germs are actually not that friendly, but he is. Like he realizes. He also speaks our language, I should say. It's English, but he speaks our language that we understand in the game. Usually all the Germs don't speak any language, maybe they're fault, maybe just don't care. I don't know what's with the Germ, but yeah. Now these are dark beings, dark creatures who corrupted by the darkness, and they are afraid of the light. Fitting, isn't it? That's why I like. That's why I lit up the chandelier up there because I don't want them to be, annoying. So I can just, pound them with arrows and be safe. Now they infect bleeding. They can very easily infect bleed. So be careful about that if you don't have a bow and arrow and you wanna attack them melee range. Now I have to attack them melee range. You're gonna see why because and I don't know why they dropped something like that, but they do. Also, no feature which I didn't cover is you can actually come on, dude, come on. Just hit through the fucking. Thank you. No, not both of you. Just one guy. Come on, just one guy. Can you do that? Did you just go batshit crazy? Did you just get batshit crazy? They got batshit crazy. When they go that way, that means they can go on the light, which doesn't make any bloody sense because there is no light in this area. But I guess they kind of see in the light. Also, they stagger easily, so that's a good thing. You can easily stagger them and miss every attack. Like I said, they cause bleeding very easily, so be careful about that. Also, they have a lot of HP. Okay, just snipe that guy. Now, if you don't have nothing to buy from Goblin, that's okay. You just have to talk to him. Remember to talk to him because he has 3 areas he's going to, and it's Urban Peak, it's no Man's Dwarf, Urban Peak, and then Doors of Pharaohs. It's his final destination. That's where he's going to stay, and he's not going to move. Oh, that was fast. So we got longsword. These guys don't have any particular droppings. They drop numerous things. Doesn't have to be long. They drop the longsword and ruined. Okay, block. This just block. Don't try to roll out or anything like that. Just block. And you get the silver talisman, which is useless. Yeah, it's useless. And this is where you get the great sword, which is an ultra great sword, and the name is just lying to you. So, Goblin. Now, Goblin is important because he sells these arrows. Buy them. They're important against the Smelter Demon, which we're going to fight later. So, yeah. Let's continue on. Now we can go to the Flexa Sanctuary and go to Lost Bastille. Also, another thing to know is there is a sorcerer that can teach you. There's a sorcery trainer here. So if you want sorcery, you have to have, I believe, 8 intelligence or 10 intelligence. I'm not pretty sure how much intelligence you have to have, but let's say 10 intelligence. You have to have a 10 intelligence, and he will talk to you. If you don't have it, he won't talk to you. And after you talk to him and exhaust his dialogue, he'll actually go to Majula, so you're safe. Now, look at this ship. We rang the bell, and watch what happens. The cage is lit up with souls, and the ship moves. That's how Vendrick transported his undead to the place, to Lost Bastille, which they were kept in cages and never to be. Okay, it's the wrong place. Okay, it's the wrong place. Get the fuck up. I'm gonna show you where to find the Royal Knight ring, and the other ring, which is the ring of life protection, which we are going to use actually. It's a very important ring. I use it the most, and I believe it's here. Oh wait, yeah. Also in this game, first, almost all the secret doors actually you have to press E or A or X. I don't know which ones you have to press. Use keyboard, so I press C for activate. There's almost no this we get to light shot and shots and titan shot. Almost no secrets are oh my god. No, almost no secret doors are, you have to slash. Except if there's a Pharaoh's door, I guess. Near them. If it's near them, then you activate the Pharaoh's door and you have to hit where it lights up. Other than that, there's almost no area where you have to actually hit with a sword, with any kind of weapon, to unlock an area. Now that's a really good thing because you see durability on my sword. It's 4. It's piss poor. So yeah, backstab again because why the fuck not? Come on, dude. Now in these bottles, yeah, it's poison. Be careful about that. And we got the Valyrian sword. I actually don't use this sword, but let's see it. It's an okay sword. How good it is. Yeah, it's an okay sword. So I missed that completely. Where are my daggers? They're knives. Yeah, that's mistakes, but not a major one. So you got here the throwing knives, which you just used, and I think I missed the area where you get the life ring. So I'm just gonna scout everywhere to get that. And here's where you actually die. You little. Ah, there you go. Titan shards and large titan shards, which are useless at most point, but it's okay, I guess. Now, what's in this area? I don't know. Could be anything. Could be they just forgot about them. Could be that they buried the dead here because of the skulls. I don't know. But this is where you get the Royal Soldier's Ring, which reduces, which actually upgrades your equipment load, and so you can, for example, you can wear some heavy armor, and you won't be slowed down. That's what it's useful for. Now, I just have to remember where is the ring of um, I want to show you the ring of life protection, which is the ring we're going to use through the whole game. Um, Except maybe on a Chandra boss fight, that's where we're going to use the ring of the dead, because I don't want to go follow. I really hate going follow, and those are my particular reasons why I hate um, why I use the rings. But mostly throughout the game, we're gonna be human. There's no reasons for us to go follow in any certain point in time. So yeah, let's just there it is. So guys, here you just slash this and you get the ring of life protection, which we're going to put immediately. It nullifies death but breaks. It's easy to repair. It costs 3,000 souls. Ring of soul protection costs 6,000 souls. It's much more expensive than the ring of life protection. Now, why ring of soul protection is more expensive? It's because it nullifies petrification also. Um, I don't know what's the difference, because in petrification, well, actually I know the difference. If you die normally, you use a certain point uh, what's it called, a certain point of health, percentage of health. But if you petrify, you completely lose 50%. Doesn't matter if you're human or not, you completely lose 50% of that HP. Now, we're gonna go clear up the area and then summon Lucatiel and be done with it. Now, I went with as I like to say it, unsavory area, because you've seen the let's call them the Dark Lurkers. I don't know what their true name is. Let's call them Dark Lurkers. Maybe it's the name of another enemy, but who cares? I mean, I don't care. Maybe you guys care. I don't care. So yeah. By the way, the water is deep. Where the ship is, the water is deep. So be careful where you step. And also you can't run the water, which is even perfect now. Now this is where it's gonna be a little hard, and I might fuck this up. There is the teacher, but I don't do any spells, so I don't actually remember his name. Yeah, one thing is, I've never used spell in this game. No spells nor pyromancy. I used fate a little bit in my first playthrough, but I never used anything, sorcery or pyromancy. So it's kind of embarrassing me not knowing some of the NPCs, because I didn't do a certain build, which is stupid. I think you should be able to talk to everyone, not just oh, I can talk to this guy because I don't have enough intelligence, or I can't talk to this guy because I don't have enough faith and intelligence, which they are. Text trainers and fire and not pyromancy, but sorcery trainers actually no actually um, require a certain amount of faith and intelligence to do something about it, which is pretty stupid, but I get it. I mean, you kind of have to put restrictions at some point. You cannot just like do in the first game where you can just buy everything and be like, okay, I'm going to new game plus. I have no faith intelligence. I'm just going to now just buff faith or just buff intelligence and be happy for life. You cannot do here that. You cannot do that here. You have to actually scale up. Now here's Lucatil. Now frankly she never died on this boss. This boss is easy like I said, so she never actually died. Not easier than Pursuer, harder than Last Giant, easier than Dragon Rider. No, harder than Dragon Rider, but easier from the old Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer is, as I recommended, summon the Master as good power because he is really good at it. You've seen it. Well, you will see it actually. I didn't upload the video yet. You will see it how easy it is to beat that guy. Now, look until please don't aggro. Yeah, that's good. She sometimes aggroes on those dark workers, so I actually don't. So yeah, it's actually annoying that I have to kill them too, and she loses HP. But frankly, her shield will do enough against these guys. So let's do it. We've been over 20 minutes. God damn it. Here's Flexile Sentry. If you're doing this alone, just stand around this big pillar and you'll be okay. Oh, he's a technical kill. Yeah, like I say, you will know which side attacks because the other one is in defensive stance, while the other one attacks. That's how you know. And he really just wants to look until death. What can I say? That's kind of a boss fight. Now, he can stagger as you've seen. And apparently he doesn't care that I'm killing him. And he oh no, he doesn't care. He still doesn't care. Like I said, Lucatiel built this is ridiculous. I'm lost words. Lucatiel will actually just tank it till the end. Thank you, Lucatiel, War Cry, and we're going to Boss Bastille. And like I said, it's a really easy boss fight. Might be easier even the Dragon Rider. I don't know. With Lucatiel, wait, is that something? No, it isn't. With Lucatiel, it's really easy. Alone, I don't know. Maybe it's harder. Now, this is what you want if you're doing a Pyromancer build. This is the Pyromancer Flame and the Fireball. You cannot be a Pyromancer in this game, which is ridiculous. I mean, why can't you be a Pyromancer? But also, you can't be a Hunter. So yeah, ridiculous. But here we go. Now this is what I said. This is what I mean when I said that this boat is used to send undead to Lost Bastille because you can see Lost Bastille in the far. I believe that's Lost Bastille. Maybe it's not. I think it is. And we're gonna go to Lost Bastille. Now we did unlock one what's the name bonfire. We did sit on a bonfire in that tower and Pursuer, but this is another one. Now this one is important because we don't unlock a shortcut. That's why this one is more important than the other one. But the other one is important to talk to Lucatiel for the second time so that we can have her at the boss fight for Lost Sinner. Now Lost Sinner. I never died on Lost Sinner. I seriously never died on Lost Sinner. It's pretty easy, in my experience at least. It was pretty easy for me. I never died, so it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Now, of course, some people might have mixed experiences, which we all have. It's pretty normal that sometimes the boss was easy, but in the end you lose somehow. Now, either ways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.